Hello, it's Lesley Fightmaster, and welcome to today's class. We're going to do some handstanding today and some shoulder strengthening and opening. So bring your hands together and take a moment here to set your intention for your practice. All intentions are always welcome, and let's just hold on to that intention as we move through our practice. And we'll start in Vajrasana or Virasana. In Virasana, you're sitting your hips between your heels on the floor or on a block. In Vajrasana, you're sitting your hips back onto your heels. And then inhale, sweep the arms out, around, and up. Watch that your ribs don't pop out and your low back doesn't arch. So as you stretch up, pull the ribs in. Reach the tailbone down. Spin your triceps forward. Exhale. Release the arms. And again, inhale. Sweep the arms out, around, and up. Palms are facing each other. Triceps spin forward. Watch that lower back and watch the ribs. Keep all of that drawn in. And exhale. Take the arms down. And now onto your toes tucking under. We're going to sit back on the heels, interlace the fingers, face your palms to the front, and inhale, reach the arms up. Again, watching those ribs and that lower back. Now, this is kind of a lot on the toes. It's kind of like creates a lot of energy in the body. If it's too much, just come up off of your heels for a moment. Or if you're still with me on that, continue to sit onto the heels, spinning the triceps forward as you do. Release. Come on up off your heels for a moment and then sit back down and reach the arms forward. Interlace other pinky on the bottom. Palms facing out. Inhale. Reach the arms up. As you reach up again, watch those ribs. Pull them in. Don't let your back arch. Lift through the back of your spine as you reach up nice and tall. Spin the triceps forward. If your arms won't go all the way up by the ears, no worries. Just keep them in front of you. As you're sitting back on your heels, again, if it's too much, just come on off of them. We're just going to be here another breath. And we're done. Release. Make your way onto your hands and your knees with the wrists under shoulders, knees under the hips. Reach your right leg straight back and then lift it up from the inner thigh. Watch that your low back doesn't arch here. So pull the ribs and belly in. Left arm is forward. Drop your outer right hip down and lift the leg from the inner right thigh. So we want to keep the torso nice and stable here and the hips level. We'll release that. And now left leg straight back. Lift it from the inner thigh and extend it straight up from the inner thigh. Outer hip dropping down, right arm forward. Find a spot to focus on. It helps with your balance. Watch your low back. Make sure the ribs and the belly are still pulling in strongly. Take a breath here. And release it. And now right leg again, extend it back, reach the left arm forward, balance, drop the outer right hip down again. As you exhale, draw the knee in and draw the elbow in and round your back. Inhale, reach everything out, extend. Exhale, pull it all into center, lift the belly firmly. Inhale, extend out slowly like you're moving through water. And as you exhale, pull it in again. Make some resistance as you pull everything into center. Inhale to extend. And then set everything back down to table. Left side. Extend your left leg back from the inner thigh. Let the outer hip drop down. Right arm forward. Reach. Take an inhale. Keep lifting the ribs and the belly in. As you exhale, draw everything in right down the center line, knee and elbow in toward each other. Inhale, reach out, extend. Exhale, make your own resistance as you pull it in and lift the belly strongly. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, come on through center, press away from the floor. Inhale to reach. And exhale, back into table, and then extending the left leg back, and then extend the right leg back for plank pose. Lift the backs of your knees up, again pressing away from the floor, and then lift the hips, come into downward facing dog. Make sure the arms are shoulders distance apart and your feet are hips distance, and then just bicycle the legs here any way you like moving. And then bend both knees, keeping the hips way up high. Extend the spine and reach your heels toward the floor, though they don't have to reach. They don't have to touch. Just moving in that direction. Heels are right behind the second toes and gaze between the feet or knees. Inhale, right leg back and up. As you exhale, bend the knee and open up your hip. Press evenly through the arms and through the shoulders. And then take that leg back to center. As you exhale, step it up and take your left knee to the floor. And inhale, reach up, low lunge. Make sure the knee is over the ankle and pull the right hip back. So my knee's a little in front of my ankle. I should walk my foot forward a little bit. So exhale, sweep the arms down. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows like you're scraping them on the back wall. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, bend the elbows, open the chest. Bring the hands down, straighten the right leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold over the straight right leg. Pull the right toes back and pull the right hip back. Stretching out your hamstrings as you lengthen the spine. And then looking forward, we'll tuck the back toes and make our way back into plank. You can always take the knees down if you like. Exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale for cobra. Press all the toenails into the floor. Pull the shoulders back. And then lower down. Tuck your toes under. Knees can stay down. Press straight up into plank pose. And then into downward facing dog. Stretching back, left leg back and up. Bending the knee, open up the hip. Stretching evenly through the arms. And then bring it back to center, step it up. Take your right knee to the floor and reach up through low lunge. Pull the left hip back as you do. Draw the front ribs in. Stretch up really tall through all four sides of the waist and spin your triceps forward. Exhale, bend the elbows like you're scraping them on the back wall and then circle around. Inhale, stretch up tall. Exhale, palms will face front as you scrape the elbows down. Inhale, sweep up. Keep the ribs in as much as you can as you exhale, open the chest. Inhale, stretch up. Ribs in. Exhale, hands down and straighten the front leg. Lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, folding forward over that leg. Keep pulling your left hip back and sending your right hip forward as you do. Lengthening through the spine. And then rebending that knee, tuck your back toes and come to plank again. Top of a push-up, lower chaturanga, knees can be down here, shoulders no lower than the elbows. Inhale into up dog or cobra, up dog the thighs and knees are off the floor. Exhale to downward dog. Look forward, either stepping or hopping the feet up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hands to heart, samastitihi. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, hinge at your hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. As you exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, and step to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, make your way back into down dog. Breathing here, gaze between the knees or feet. Press into the base of your fingers as you lift your forearms. Make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide. Look up, bend the knees, stepping or hopping the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold and press through the feet. Inhale to rise up. Look up and lengthen. And exhale, samastitihi. Inhale again, sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding in, hinge from the hips. Inhale, come halfway up, look up, lengthen. Exhale, step or float, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, press up, roll the shoulder heads back, keep the belly lifted. And exhale back into down dog. Good, stretching back here. Make sure your inhales and your exhales stay equal in length as you breathe through the nose. That slight constriction in the back of the throat. Look up Step or hop your feet up. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale to fold. Press down firmly, rise up on the inhale, and exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale again, sweep the arms. Exhale, hinge from the hips to fold. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, step or float into Chaturanga. Inhaling up, roll the shoulder heads back. And exhale back into downward dog. Breathing here. Right leg up, step it all the way forward and come up into warrior two. Make sure you're lined up your front heel with your back arch and gaze over your fingertips. Lifting the chest, but drawing the shoulder blades down gently toward the waist. And again, keep your breath nice and steady, and then interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale and open up the chest. As you exhale, swing your arms behind your back around your front thigh as much as you can. And then, instead of turning your gaze forward, face the side wall that you're facing and try and roll back on the shoulders to widen the collarbones. Come back to steady breathing. Now straighten the leg and take your feet to parallel. Toes are pointing a little. Lengthen as you inhale. On the exhale, you'll fold forward, and the arms will move as much as they do, as much as they can, allowing the shoulders to open a little. And gaze off the tip of the nose, squeezing outer hips and inner thighs toward each other. And make sure you press some weight into the balls of the feet. Come on up. Turn that right leg all the way out again, arms to a T, and exhale, windmill the arms down. Vinyasa, Chaturanga, exhaling. Inhaling into up dog. Exhaling back into down dog. We'll step the left foot up, back foot is flat, warrior two. Line up front heel with your back arch and gaze over the fingertips. Make sure the left knee is over the ankle. And we're dropping the left hip down in any amount. And then interlace the fingers behind you, other pinky on top, open the chest, inhale, wrap the hands around your waist behind your back onto the front thigh if you can, or as far as they'll go. And then turning toward the side of your mat, that's where your gaze will be, roll the shoulder heads back and open up the chest. Breathing here. And then we'll straighten that left leg, taking the feet to parallel. Keep the hands interlaced. Open up the chest, inhale. And exhale to come forward. And reach the crown of the head down any amount. Reach the arms any amount. And just gaze off the tip of the nose. Coming back to your steady breathing. Make sure not all the weight's in the heels. Make it even. Inhale to come up. And then warrior two. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale back into down dog. Let's step the right foot up and then the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale again to sweep the arms up. And now spin the triceps forward. We're going to practice facing the palms up toward the ceiling as if we were in a back bend. But watch the back, that it doesn't overarch and that the ribs don't stick out and that the buns don't stick out. So tailbone's going to reach down. And then exhale, bring the arms back down. Bend your knees, come into Utkatasana, chair pose. As you exhale, fold in Uttanasana, forward fold, hips over the heels. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, step or float, Chaturanga. Inhale, press up. And exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up and then draw it in, knee toward the nose, shoulders over wrists. Press away from the floor, holding. Working those abdominals. Inhale the left leg back and up. Exhale, Right leg backing up. Right knee to right tricep. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, right leg back up. And exhale, take it across over to the left tricep. Keep pressing away from the floor. Use those abdominal muscles. Inhale, extend the leg out. Exhale, step it through the middle, hold it a moment, and then take it flat. Back foot is flat. Come up into warrior one. So front heel is in line with the back heel, heel to heel. Pull the right hip back, send the left hip forward, and then reach up, lifting your hip points up toward your lower ribs so you don't overarch the back again, because that's what it likes to do in this one. Make sure the knee points straight ahead over your middle toes. It's lined up over the ankle. Then interlace the fingers behind you again. Open the chest on the inhale. Exhale forward. Take the crown of the head and reach it down toward the floor as you lift your arms up. Keep pressing through the outer edge of your back foot and lift up through the back inner thigh. Inhaling up. Walk the back foot in about half a foot and straighten the front leg. Hands to hips. Then arms to a T. Bend your elbows. Press your fists together behind your back or your palms, whatever works. And then heel to heel alignment or wider. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, forward. Make sure your hips are squared toward the front of the mat. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Keep lifting the heads of the shoulders and pressing into the base of the big toe of the right foot. Find length into the spine. Inhale, come up halfway. Fingertips to the floor. If they don't make it to the floor, put them on your leg. And then fold forward again, any amount. If you can fold a lot, you could walk your hands toward the back of your mat, facing your fingertips toward the back. Inhale to look up, hands to the floor, and we'll lift that left leg up into the air. Try not to let the hip lift up though. Lift the leg from the inner thigh. And then maybe holding the right leg with the right hand to pull yourself down for a standing split. As best you can, hips are level. Crown of the head is reaching down. And then step your feet together. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga, step or float. Inhale, press into up dog or cobra. That's always your choice. And exhale back into down dog. Okay, I almost forgot. Left leg up. You wish I forgot, huh? Draw the leg in. Shoulders are over the wrists. Pressing away from the floor. Try to bring that heel up toward the hip. I wish I forgot. Inhale the leg back and up. And again, exhale to the outside of your left tricep. If you can touch it, that's fine, but don't let it rest there. That's cheating. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, bring it across and twist like you can touch your right tricep with your left knee. Steady breathing. Bring it back and up one more time. Exhale, step it up by the left hand. Spin the back heel flat. Come on up, warrior one. And pull the left hip back so the hips are level. We try to square up the hips as best we can toward the front. So left hip back, right hip forward, but drop the tailbone and lift your hip points up so you don't have too much arch in the lower back. Stretch up through all four sides of the waist and spin your triceps forward. And then interlace the fingers, other pinky on top. Open your chest as you inhale and fold forward on your exhale. Reach the crown of your head down toward the mat as you lift the arms up any amount. Inhale back up with a long spine. Release the hands. Straighten the front leg. Walk your back foot in about half a foot. Hips and shoulders square up toward the front of the mat. Elbows bend. Press the palms or fists together. Lengthen, inhale. And exhale forward. Pull the left hip back as you stretch forward, gazing toward the big toe and pressing into the base of the big toe. And keep lengthening through the spine. And lengthen hands to the floor or on your legs or blocks if you have them. And exhale to fold, keeping the spine long. And if you have extra space, walk your hands back toward the back leg, fingertips facing the back of your mat. Keep lengthening through the spine. Try not to round the back. Don't worry about going in very deeply. It's better to have length. Inhale, walk the hands forward, little bend in the left leg as you reach the right leg up. And then maybe holding onto the left leg with the left hand as you pull your torso down. Continue to lift the right leg up from the inner thigh. Try to keep the hips level. And then release it, stepping the feet together. Inhale, look up, lengthen. And exhale to fold. Take your feet hips width apart, grab your opposite elbows, and just gently rock here side to side for a couple of breaths. I love to see the kids running in the background. Inhale, hands to hips, and come all the way up to stand. And then find a wall near you. We'll practice handstand prep first. I'm going to tuck my shirt in so the mom belly doesn't hang out. So stick your back up against the wall and extend the legs in front and sit up tall. So where my feet are, that's a measurement. That's where I want to have my hands. So I'm going to put my hands right where my feet just were. And then a short down dog against the wall. So the heels are up the wall. Spread the fingers. Step one foot up as high as you can. Press in the wall just so you can see how easily the other leg does come up. Maybe you'll add it up, maybe you won't. It's up to you. Now watch that the back doesn't arch. You have to pull the ribs and belly in just like we worked in a lot today. Worked on. And then spinning the triceps back toward the wall you're looking at. And breathing here. Come on down and take a child's pose right away. Always important to take a child's pose first after you come down from an inversion. And then we'll do the same thing, but we'll add something. So we'll start off the same way, coming all the way up. And then we can start to walk the feet down. So now it's a little trickier. The hips are going to go a little bit forward past the shoulders and your back's going to want to arch a lot. So try to keep the ribs drawing in as best you can. And we make kind of a pike position. And then come on down to rest. And then facing the wall. Your hands a little bit away from the wall, maybe about a foot or so. Walk your right foot in, lift your left leg up from the inner thigh like we worked on. We don't want to open up that hip. We want the hips to be level. Keep the gaze forward. Take a hop, and maybe you'll just take a little hop. Maybe you'll get up to the wall. Doesn't matter. Hop. And then draw the ribs and belly in, tailbones reaching up toward the heels. Press away from the floor. Keep the gaze forward. And then come down, take a break. Rest in child's pose. And then again, right foot forward, shoulders over wrists, take a hop. If you're left-handed, you can always start with your left foot forward. In fact, it's good to try both. Lift away from the floor, lift the shoulders up, and then come down, take a break. So if you want to practice more, push pause and maybe kick up some more if you'd like to. Otherwise, we'll turn around and make our way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. And then come through to sit. And lie on your back. We'll set up for bridge pose. Take your feet hips distance apart And outer edges of the feet are parallel. And then press up. Low back, mid back, maybe upper back. Roll the shoulders under, maybe interlace the fingers. Keep the chin away from the chest and spiral your thighs toward each other as you reach your tailbone toward the backs of your knees. Come on down and take a rest. One hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Take a moment to come back to the intention that you set. And setting up again. Outer edges of your feet are parallel. Arms by your sides for bridge or hands by the ears for urdhva. If you're going all the way up, pause at the crown of the head. Line up the wrists and shoulders and then press up. Chest is reaching toward the wall you can see. Tailbone's reaching towards the backs of the knees. Chin to chest to come on down. And let your knees drop open again. Hand on the heart, hand on the belly. Breathe into that nice open heart energy that we just created with our back bend. Arms again by the sides or up by the ears. Pause at the crown of the head, line up wrists and elbows, and press up. Spiral the thighs in toward each other. Tailbone toward backs and knees. Chest is reaching toward the wall. Arms and ears in line. And then if you're all the way up, chin into chest first. Come on down and hug your knees into your chest. Heart's probably beating a little bit faster from the back bends. I always like that feeling. It's a nice energizing feel. And then start to roll back and forth up and down the spine. And coming forward. Sit up tall in Dandasana. Pull the toes back, lengthen through all four sides of your waist. Chin is level with the floor or down just a little bit, and lift your chest. And then bend your right knee. Right hand behind. Keep all that length in the torso. Lengthen, inhale, exhale. Left arm across to twist. As you inhale, sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, rolling the left shoulder open. Rolling the right shoulder open and twisting a little deeper. Inhale, head to center, and exhale, unwind. And bend the left knee, reach up through the right arm on an inhale, and take it across, twisting as you exhale. On your inhale, again, sit up nice and tall to lengthen. As you exhale, roll your left shoulder back and twist. Head to center, come back through center, lift up, inhale. Exhale, hinge from the hips forward, inhale to lengthen, exhale to extend. Now keep your spine long, don't be round in the back to try and get in deeper. Inhale, head up, and exhale to release. And we'll come onto our backs. Take your right ankle just past the left knee. Bring your hands through and hold on to the left leg at the shin or behind the thigh. Thread the needle. Try to bring your right knee a little bit forward as you draw the legs in toward the chest. And release. Left ankle past right knee. And bring your hands through. Holding the shin or behind the thigh. And again, release. Making our way into our final resting pose. Reach the tailbone toward the heels. Arms by your sides, palms facing up. And allow everything to just relax. As you're settling into your Shavasana, I'm going to read our quote here. It's a little poem that I love from T.S. Eliot. I said to my soul, be still and wait without hope, for hope would be hope for the wrong thing. Wait without love, for love would be love of the wrong thing. There is yet faith, but the faith and the love are all in the waiting. Wait without thought, for you are not ready for thought. So the darkness shall be the light, and the stillness the dancing. And start to make movements. Reawaken your body. Take a nice long stretch overhead. And then bend the knees and roll to your right, pausing a moment for gratitude for all of our blessings. And then slowly make your way up to seated. And bringing the hands together in front of your heart. Hands to our forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to our heart, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to our mouths to remind us to have clear and loving communications, sending out this wonderful energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed our practice. If you did, please push the like button and please subscribe to our channel and share our videos. We're trying to get yoga to as many people as possible throughout the world because we really believe that the more people practicing yoga, the nicer the world will be. If you can help us with our mission, there's a link below to send a donation through PayPal. Also, please go to fightmasteryoga.com. We have a new email list that we're going to start to keep you updated with information about retreats and teacher trainings and send out some nice little quotes and things. So sign up. Bye.